Hello, my name is Henika Speech, and today my presentation is on the economic impact of the U.S. involvement in wars both past and present. But before I go any further, I'd like to ask you all a question. What do you think would happen if our government were to introduce $700 billion into career fields in the U.S. such as law enforcement, education, and other human services related career fields that are built to help our people? Well, I know that as you think about that question, you may be asking yourself, $700 billion? Why that? That's such a huge amount of money. Well, that's because it is. And that's the amount of money that our government has been spending fighting the war on terrorism in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, I don't know about you, but $700 billion may not be able to fix all our problems, but it damn sure is a good start. And in this presentation, I'm going to give a closer look at how our involvement in these wars has tremendously hurt our country economically over the past years. I would like to start off by discussing two factors that have really been contributing to this economic downturn. First off, the cost of war. Within the cost of war are two major areas: shipping and basic human life. First off, shipping. As we all know, the U.S. gets a lot of its items, basic needs, materials that we use at home, cups, our clothing, basic items, we get them from overseas. Our military support works the same way. Many of our guns, our equipment is all brought in from overseas. And just thinking about the basic shipping is outrageous. The price of shipping items from our country to, say, Japan has doubled and tripled in some cases over the past decade. That has hurt us tremendously. The second point, which I hold really near and dear to my heart, the loss of human lives. The U.S. and our coalition allies have lost over 6,000 lives in the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. That hurts me personally because I'm in the U.S. government. I'm in the Air Force, and I've lost some friends due to the war. As we all know, human lives can never be replaced. And there are a lot of other people out there that feel my pain. And that's why it all comes right back in the circle. When a human life is lost, we don't only have to pay for their funeral arrangements and paying their family back money because they had life insurance. But what about the basic psychological support that the family needs because they just lost a loved one? What about the businesses that have to go without because they just lost a great worker? In this presentation, I hope as I go into it and I give you more details, you think, or people think, a little bit more about how the war has not only impacted their lives and their pockets, but impacted this country as a whole. And maybe, as I speak, you might think of how the war may not simply be meaning equaling equality, but maybe in some aspects it may be considered simple business.